After 4 years and multiple Disney Plus shows later, he's finally in the MCU, and let's just talk about how well they did Mephisto in the finale of Ironheart. We have been dreading his arrival by saying he's behind it in WandaVision. Oh, no, the Timekeeper isn't anyone, it's Mephisto. Oh no, what if it's so terrible because Mephisto's behind it? But we finally got him in Ironheart, played by Sacha Baron Cohen, and I think that is one of the best castings in the MCU because he did a great job as Mephisto. Although we didn't see him in his red form, we already knew as soon as we saw him help out the Hood as he was running away from the cops, we knew that was Mephisto. But I mean, it was still music to our ears whenever they call him Dormammu and he laughs it off and he says, "You can call me Mephisto." And with Riri Williams now making a deal with the devil, she's now an agent of Mephisto, and I have a few theories on how this could go. But let's get the most unlikely one out of the way, him being the bad guy for Riri Williams in Season 2. And I doubt that because they don't really give out Season 2s to shows and they mainly just make new shows. Which leads me to the most plausible theory is him being the bad guy in the Young Avengers, aka the Champion. Since we know Kamala Khan is gathering up a bunch of young superheroes to make her own Young Avengers team, she could gather a bunch of heroes with Riri and they could go off fighting crime, and then once they realize something's not wrong with Riri, then we get the introduction of Mephisto for the Champion series and he becomes the new main villain for the Champion. Now, as much as I'd love to see the Young Avengers go against Mephisto, that would be cool. But, I mean, Mephisto's gotta go on the big screen. He can't just be a Disney Plus character. And a great movie for him to show up is Spider-Man Brand New Day. And no, I don't mean make him the main villain of Spider-Man Brand New Day. I just mean have him teased in the post-credit scene for Spider-Man 5 because I think he could be a pretty good villain for Spider-Man. Because there's a comic book out there with Mephisto called One Day More, and it's about Peter Parker casting a spell where he has to give up the love of his life, the marriage with Mary Jane, and he makes a deal with Mephisto to get it all back. And it's very reminiscent to the things that happened in No Way Home, and I think him making a deal with Mephisto to bring back MJ and possibly Aunt May and Ned, I think that'd be a pretty good story for Spider-Man 5. But I just hope they do him justice and don't just make him an Ironheart villain. I need him showing up more in the MCU. But what were your thoughts on Mephisto finally being in the MCU?